Oh, things are turned off again. Good morning, Franz. Necromancer has redeemed first. A hydrate, a street. I'll take that, thank you. And he's resubscribed 17 months. Here. And he has a meeting. Good morning, everybody. Just have my character stuff up because need to remind myself that Conquest is coming in like a month and a half, and I am very, very far behind schedule on making things. I think I'm just gonna order the quote unquote blue fabric as well that I was thinking of getting. I'm just gonna order it now. It probably won't show up in time at this point, but I have a backup. But I will do that after stream. I think I'm just gonna order 6 meters of it. That should be enough. If it's not, well, then I have problems. But it should be. There's no way I'm making the wool poncho this year. Absolutely none. And I think for the poncho slash cloak thing, the only way to get the color that I want is to get white wool and dye it. That's gonna be interesting. But otherwise, we're painting pepperoni some more today. I'm a little bit quiet. I don't know if you noticed yesterday, but I was a little bit down, and I'm just a little bit more down today. So we're just gonna proceed like things are not down instead. And we're going to paint puppers. Because that's what I feel like doing today. And I want to get this done. I think what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to separate the red from the brown, because I don't like the brown, and I would like to adjust the color. We can reselect that in a bit. Ross is streaking 165 streams. Ross, thank you so much for sharing your time with us each and every single day. You know I appreciate it. It's wild. 165. And we know you've been around a lot longer than that. It's just the stream streaks weren't available. You are an awesome dude, man. Person potato. I use dude and man sort of neutrally, as in like human. Oh, that is the wrong one. This one. You know that. At least now you do for sure. How's everybody so far? I'm very tired. I was awake till like 4 in the morning. how are you? Were did, did you sleep well? I hope you slept better than I did. My brain is definitely not operational today. Get what you mean, cool. Non-operational brain decides to do complicated, sort of complicated selecting of stuff. Oh my lord. It's fine, I can always paint over it. I hate the color of the chair, so we're gonna change it. Brain does hurt, took pain meds, and I need to keep drinking water. You alright? I very well woke up 3 a.m. Tried to stay in bed, but I could not sleep, so. You had the opposite night of me, in some ways. You woke up early, I just could not get to bed. Okay. That should be the cushion select. Oh, the other side is still shit. That should be the cushion selected. Cut that out, paste that in. It's weird how it puts that little border on it. Oh, it takes out a pixel. I'm gonna see what we can do for the purple. Hey now, this goes here. Trying to get more of a walnut look. Walnut's like a cool gray brown. Ooh. Gotta fix the arm of the chair too. Whoa, Jesus Christ, there's a whole novel out here. Ross. Let me set a few days aside for some writing, because arting takes brain power, so does writing. Writing is arting. Also, because I want to try and write stories, so maybe the ideas are finally put to paper, so to speak. I think it's like a real fan fiction. Excuse to see how terrible I can write some characters. There's delusions of standards. Roman is on a 90 stream streak. Help! 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 How you doing? Maybe they need help because they're streaking. They don't have any clothes. Wow, that makes such a huge difference. Look at that. Oh, absolutely not. It's too dark. We did that. This is more like a mahogany that's been, uh... You can't escape. You can't escape what? This is more like a mahogany with like a urethane on it. This is like pine. We don't want pine. That like golden pine color, don't want that. And if I turn off the multiply, this is like an ashy walnut. Like a raw walnut color. Arctic Whale, hello, hello. Neff, thank you for the med reminder. Havarti just seems to be out again. I don't know what his problem is. Everybody take your meds, take your magic pills, your happy pills, your happy capsules. There you go, your little maracas. Dings. Help. Delicious. Effort put into these is always impressive. Thank you, Ross. Look, I take pride in my art. It's too purple. Whew. Still not sold on the color of the wood. That's just too yellow. Toss that one down. Wow, that is definitely like a highly verithaned mahogany. Why can't I see this layer? Hey. But they were just different a moment ago. I'm so confused. I don't know. This color's better. Happy pills, more like cupping pills, am I right? Yeah. How goes the arting? The arting goes well. Sorry, I was concentrating really hard there on color stuff. I also think very, very messed up dream. I had a messed up dream, but I can't recall the details. I had a really good dream the other night. Can't remember it. I was gonna write it down. Forgot to write it down. Lost. Forever. Gone. Lost, lost, lost. What have you lost, Toodles? Lost me marbles. Forgot to write it down, that's a mood? Yeah, I do that all the time. So how are you doing today, Arctic? What are you up to? Painting scroll work has got to be one of the most annoying things to do. But I also really enjoy it. Let's get it right. It sort of comes together. I think now I can lighten up in here a little bit. Take this. I was really quite wrong. I'll note when I get it right. It's just getting it right in the first place is the problem. I have to remember that this is a separate layer from the background now. It's raining quite heavily today. Sorry I don't have more interesting music going up right now. It's gonna be a hint of this right here. A little bit of reflected light. Sorry I'm so quiet today. As I said at the beginning of stream, if you missed it, I am feeling a little down. Don't know why, just aim. I'm glad I have found peeps to vibe with, though. I know I'm not the most exciting streamer. I'm not a boobily anime girl. Plus, not everybody has to be a chatterbox, which is ironic coming from me, given how much of a chatterbox I can be, at least when typing. You do seem like you have a lot to say. But you're passionate about things, and that's what's important. Ooh, this one's turning out kind of nice right here. Yeah, to somehow replicate that. Oh yes, artists, do the same thing you just did that you have no idea how you did. Good luck. I don't even know how I do what I'm doing, to be honest. Also, again, not knowing what one is doing is a mood. Yep. I just keep fucking around with it till it works. At least Necromancer knows he's always getting a good piece. I was getting my best work, no matter what. Or at least to try to make it my best work. I do need to put some effort into finding more clients, though. That's the problem with being an independent artist is you have to do a lot of the work that normally a manager would do for you. I don't know what's happening with these three here. Like, I've got a vision in my head, but can't quite paint it out yet. I think I'm gonna make this heart less three-dimensional, more two-dimensional as well. Sorry, I'll look at chat just a moment. Had artist thoughts here. This edge lighting. little bit of reflected light. It was like a whole ship I drew, even though I was able to record parts from the process, kind of wondering how, and almighty, I was able to do like I did. It's just practice. The more you do, and the more you push your limits as an artist, in terms of your skill, the better you'll get. Like, I do know what I'm doing to a degree, I just say that I don't, because there's still so much I have yet to learn. Okay, I do know to some degree, like you just said. And also, I'm watching this. I'm trying to finish drawing yet another car. And you're still trying to draw the car? Sort of went off on a tangent there. Most of the basic colors with the ship. Let's see if we can switch to some kind of music. Wow. Uh, hold on. There's something I gotta watch very briefly. Jesus Christ, Starbucks. Holy shit. Who was in charge of that marketing campaign? Jesus fucking Christ. So all 2,000 Starbucks locations in South Korea are shutting down because they decided to release a Tumblr on the 18th of May, which is apparently the day of an uprising against a military coup, and like people were. It's called Tank Day, and people were like tortured and stuff. And they decided to release like a set of tumblers and cups based on this, and like it just keeps getting worse. Like as Philip DeFranco goes through the little news thing, I'll link it in the news. It's like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Somebody is getting fired. Oh man. No, seriously, I linked it in the news. It's wild. You know what I suspect? Also, I love the way the dog's just like peeking up over the corner of the screen. I didn't notice that. You know what I suspect? That some guy in the marketing department was like, we need to do a marketing campaign. Chat GPT, give us an idea. And then they didn't research further beyond that. I suspect this is a Chat GPT fault. And that's what you get for using AI, bitches. uh I don't know if you went and watched the little news thing, Ross, but it's insane. They will not learn. No, they won't. I had to watch that. Like, I'm not the kind of person who goes and will watch something in the middle of stream, but like I saw that and I was like, what could they have possibly done to make one of the most polite societies on the planet start smashing shit publicly in the streets? Is it like when South Korea or Japan like go full whole hog against uh a company like that and are literally in the thumbnail hammering product into oblivion with big heavy hammers into the street? What? They have to go through mandatory history and sensitivity training. The stores are shutting down like early on the 22nd of June so everybody can go to mandatory history and sensitivity training. It's just crazy. So there's a specific piece of music I was looking for. What's this one? No, the lo-fi is too slow for me. Where's my playlists? No, I want. I don't. I want to view the playlist, not play the playlist. Google, did you change shit again? View full playlist there. You have to click on that now. Would help if the rest of the things loaded. Ah, might be this one that I want. I have like my whole collection of music as a playlist. Hey Cora. Like everything that I've ever listened to that I even remotely liked, I just slapped it all together into a playlist. Let's turn on the music tab for you guys. Turn it down nice and low, and we'll press play. Cora, thank you for the hydrate, and Neff is Boop the Snoop. It is the Boop Snoop, like the Droop Snoop, but it is the soup that gets Boop, the Boop Snoop. Back when I was writing on stream, this is what I was listening to. Cora streaking an 80s stream streak. Power! So for the people who missed it at the beginning of stream, I had this up because I know I'm running out of time and I need to remind myself that I'm running out of time. A friend asked me for a design and I totally forgot to do it because I was out of my ADHD meds when he asked me to do it. And it just came to mind now and I'm just like, oh fuck. And it's been like an extra month. So, I'll probably work on that on the weekend while I'm waiting for fabric. But I put the white shirt back together, and I'm having the same problem with the white shirt as I am with the test shirt, and that it won't go back together the way it came apart. So, like, I followed the same seams that were on the shirt, and it still won't go back together the way it was. And I'm very confused. You're gonna lay down for a little while? Okay, Ross, enjoy your nap in the shade. But yes, pepperoni looking good. We've been working on the filigree up in the scroll work. I've now separated the cushion from the chair as well, and from the background. Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's fill that in. Oh, there's a little bit right here that needs some too. All needs to be cleaned up. Oddly enough, it was my dad who introduced me to this song because I came downstairs one day where his room and computer in the basement. I went downstairs one day and he was listening to this and I was like, I really like that. So he sent it to me. I think it's AI though, but it's so hard to tell with music now what's AI and what's not. He just said it was something that auto played after something he was listening to, and he just said it hadn't turned it off yet. It's not something you would listen to normally, which is why it was so strange to me that he was even listening to it. But I'm glad because I enjoy it. I still suspect it's AI though. Still not sure about the purple background. Could go red. The purple does detract in some ways. You can go for more of a rose color cushion. Conk Lobster! Cobra Recipe! Hello, how you doing? And Zio! The green cushion looked great, and it's a nice complementary color to the red. Well, we can take a look at that. How you doing today, Zio? How are you today, Conk? Have you had a chance to get back on the server yet, Zio? Let me know if the music's too loud, by the way. Hmm. I'm not sure I like the green. Because the original background was kind of purple. I'm still working. Still working through my coffee. Oh. It's gonna be winter again. It's already winter again. This is the pepperoni we've been working with, by the way. Purple background also works. Maybe royal blue. Well, I just pulled from the photo originally. This was all one layer, and I've had to chop it up a little bit. And the chair has changed from this. I'm not sure whether I like the brighter one or not. Painting's looking stellar. I've been lurking and watching you work since early into this. Yeah. I took a break from it. But I feel like the brighter one frames her better. The jewelry has too much fine detail on it that I'm gonna have to tone down as well. Because, like, the dark allows you to see the dog, right? But the light puts a frame around her. But the dark looks richer. But, like, desaturated, more like raw walnut, too gray. Oh, that's basically the same thing. Let's get rid of that. So I went with sort of more of a like a mid-tone-ish. This one actually isn't too bad. It still uses all the warm tones. Even if I turn the background, turning it red now makes it completely disappear. Let's turn that off. This was a couple of days ago. The chair looks so bad. Especially the cushion in the background. It looked so bad a few days ago. And I'm glad I didn't allow myself to be done with it. Yeah. This more in-between tone, I think, is better. I think maybe the more saturated red for the cushion. Oh, what did Zio just say in his server? Necromancer, thank you for the hydrate. I have to open my blinds, it's so dark. Every bone in my spine just like... My dad's here from a coffee hole.
Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of coffee you got left.
Yeah, it is.
You sure you want to scarf it down?
It's already cold. Do you like the dog?
That's a nice dog.
Say hi to chat. What? They like hearing the family.
Drink your coffee. I'll be back.
Thank you for the tea. The necromancer got an extra strong hydrate there. Necromancer says hi, Dad. I'll let him know when he comes back. He'll be back in a few minutes. Necromancer, what do you think of the darker wood? We had this like really bright kind of pine going on here, and we tried a couple of different versions. There's really dark, there's medium, and then there's pine. Pappy, you like the... Okay, yeah, behind the pine. Do you like the medium tone or the darkest tone? I finally found what Necromancer's profile picture is the other day. Yeah, I think that the medium is the happy point between, like, really rich dark and the brighter bit that adds more of a frame to her. What did Zealgrim post in a certain... Now I've got to go look. Oh! What is that? I love it! Oh, Zio, you were also having a bad mental health day yesterday, so was I. Ah, I'm sorry. I hope you're having a better day today. Now that I've switched music and, like, people are chatting, I'm having a little bit of a better time. It was really, really quiet earlier on the mend. I'm glad. That GIF is pretty great. I'm just gonna save this for later. I gotta show this to my dad when he comes up. Piece of art done by H.R. Geiger, inspired by Dune. Oh. I don't get to see Necromancer's avatar very often. Sorry, Giger, not Geiger. Is it Geiger? No. It would be I.E. It's Giger. Giger stuff is wild. I finally read Zio's post. Zio, I hope you're doing better today. We have a pepperoni. It's cute. Pepperonis want you to have a good day. You don't hear the music? Oh, son of a bitch. There, now you hear the music. There's been music going for like 20 minutes now. Anyone watching the VOD won't hear any of the music either. The VOD will not catch the music. I've looked into getting an original, but it's expensive. It doesn't go up for sale very often. Oh, what, like a print? Let me find it because I was looking through the Necronomicon the other day. Giger stuff is amazing. It's like I could never conceive of anything like that myself. Some artists are just like, whoa. Getting an original painting from Giger would be crazy. Christ, Necromancer. That would be very pricey. Probably want to see something funny. This is my friend Zeogrim. His wife made this. And everybody said hi, Dad. This is a very Geralt of Rivia response.
Yes, Geralt of Rivia. That's right.
There, the GIF made my dad laugh, Theo. Yeah, the audio capture, like, it'll capture anything that my Firefox is playing, but I have to select a tab first, and I always forget to go into the properties and change the tab. For my dad, that's a pretty strong reaction. Tea. It's a bit strong. Oh, the tannins. Thanks for the hydrate, conk. Hydrate and dihydrate. I mean, I've nearly done that before. At Conquest, I took a sip of tea and nearly choked to death on it. It was very embarrassing. I was already having a rough time. You could do a meta entry today. Yes, you could. We could do a meta entry. Well, I linked a thing in Sciences about oarfish. It was really fascinating. Oarfish are wild creatures. So I found out I had to sign up for an art service to get on a list to get notified when a sale happens, and you had to commit to paying. And I'm like, I'm not going to commit till I know the price. If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it, I suppose. Pretty much. No, let's see how much a Giger original would go for. A piece of H.R. Geiger art in our inventory may be between $452 and go as high as $4,000. Average can fetch as much as $1,600. That's from First Dibs. Yep, it looks like. Oh, here we go. Geeker's work has been offered at auction multiple times with realized prices up to 229,583 USD for paintings and 189,000 USD for works on paper. Wow. In the past 12 months, their prints and graphic art have averaged 8,568 USD. This most expensive painting sold in since 2000. The record price for art at auction has been 229,583 for Landschaft X Tel 73, sold in 2017. The work is currently being shown at Kunsthaus Gretchen. I'm assuming that's in Germany. The artist died in 2014. I thought he died much earlier than that. Christ, someone paid $229,000 for that? Ugh. His art is wild, and in some cases, a little bit erotic. Pepsi Man is here with many refreshments, mainly Pepsi. Pepsi Zero, I'll take. Hello, Pepsi Man 10. How you doing? Yeah, you can get reproductions easily, but originals, yeah, no, well, an original of any artist's work, like, he was very erotic painting-wise. I bet. Some of his stuff is, peak. But in a strange sort of, I wouldn't say psychedelic, but definitely weird way. Dicks and boobs and almost everything. Yeah. I'm looking at a piece right now that I don't think I can show on stream that I'm pretty sure is... Yep. It's definitely strange. It's got feet in it. You wouldn't like it. I just like that he inspired the aliens in the Alien franchise. Like, his xenomorph stuff is pretty awesome. But there you go. Yeah. There's one with a cat in it. That is weird. I didn't know he had died in 2014. I thought he died in like the 70s. This is a weird one. This man saw some shit, seriously. Doing good, just trying not to go crazy today. Well, our stream is a good place for not going crazy. We're pretty chill here. I stream Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. So I'm consistent. I've been doing this over a year now. So if you want consistency and a place to chill where we sometimes play Vintage Story or mostly paint, uh, this is a good place for that. Hit the follow button so you get notified whenever we go live. I very rarely cancel stream. Sometimes we'll take a week off. In August, I always take a week off, a week or more, because I go to Conquest of Mythodia in Germany. It's the world's largest fantasy LARP, because I'm a fucking nerd. Testing? No, Havarti's out for milk and cigarettes. He's gone. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's just not here today. I'm sorry, I should turn Havarti off when he's not working. Ah! Today's meta entry, the terrible crocodile, Dinosuchus Hatcheri. I like to call him the freaking chief. Dinosuchus Hatcheri? Hatcheri? We search, we find pick. We look for crocodilus. Oh, he's a big chunky boy. He's got the bucket snoot. We find skeleton crocodilus. Look at that big boy. He would eat you. Havarti is getting got for this. Nerd! Yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm proud of it. That is a big monster. Like, he big boy. Look at the shape of the bone right here. That shape there, like, what is this? What is this, man? Yep. He's got very tiny eyes. So I'm trying to find a picture. Oh, the tiniest eyes. And then we have the alien version. Speaking of Giger. The little extra mouth. Generally accepted length estimate. Generally accepted estimate for length is about 8 to 10 meters or 26 to 33 freedom units. I have that on my phone. Of course you do. Though no meta will ever, I don't think no matter will ever top my favorite one so far. The Dunkleosteus. I can explain. Wait. Dunkleosteus is my favorite, I think. I'm pretty sure. It sort of reminds me of the elites from Halo. I think that's why I like this one. The elites are cool. Dunkleosteus is rad. Dark Bones. So what Havarti grows up into. Ooh, I'd love to hear you try. Look at this fish, though. Look how much fish leather you could get from this thing. I kind of want to make a model and hang it from my ceiling. I don't know why. And I have a new goal in my meta to try to beat out Dunkleosteus. Good luck. I think it's more skin like a shark as opposed to scales like a fish. I'm not sure you'd be able to make leather out of Dunkleosteus. Isn't Dunkleosteus like a proto-shark of some kind? Or is it just its own thing? Because it doesn't strike me as the kind of, like, scaly fish. It'd be cool to, like, 3D print a replica of a Dunkleosteus skull for my shelf or something. It's like there's some parts, some pictures that make it look like it had scales, and others that don't. Ancient monsterfish dunk with short and chunky, study finds. They think it was much smaller than previously thought. Why did my music stop? Oh, it just restarted. Oh my god, they have a plush. Guys, this is a Dunkleosteus plush. Oh my god, the teeth! Oh, it's amazing. The armored fish that terrorized the Devonian Ocean. So it had scales, but it also had armor. Thank you for the hydrate, Conk. Oh my god, my dad made this tea way too strong. I could tan leather in this tea. Ooh, the tannins. It's a very astringent tea. I wonder why they made it brown. Currently fighting the urge to make a giant version of my favorite plushie. And which plushie is that? Quickly run to Little Demon's room. I'll be right back. Enjoy the vibes. You know what? I think we're gonna stand up a little bit. Up we go! Noom. A T-Rex. This Dunkleosteus plush was really adorable. Though I don't imagine this fish to be brown. I want to know why they chose brown. Ooh, ooh, there's some lag there. Oh, goodness. I know, everyone knows it's purple. You never know. Could be. Could be blue, could be gray. Could be like flesh toned. Yeah, a lot of the art I see makes it sort of like a silver blue. Some of it's brown, others like black. Very few things in nature are actually black. But for some reason the plush is brown. This is a cool piece of art. I'd love to have a journal that's kind of like this for Mythidia, where like it has all sorts of information, but these really cool drawings of things that exist within the world. I think that's what I want to do with Nameless, but I'm not used to sketching on paper anymore, and certainly not with this kind of fidelity. This looks like it's supposed to be from a game of some kind. Because it's like, oh, you can make stuff from its hides. Domesticated. Dunkelostia is an incredibly useful fish for coastal communities. Yeah. A domesticated Dunkelostius. That would be wild. There's no indication of where this art comes from. There's no artist signature on this anywhere. Ark Survival Ascended. Oh. It's from Ark. Okay. I recently watched a video on the history of Ark story, and it was fascinating. At SeaWorld, I have to do backflips through hoops. Didn't Marineland, like, close down recently? I personally take a different... Placiderm? Is it Placiderm or Placiderm? Some of them might be easier for domestication. Yeah, I don't think Dunkelostius is for domestication, but that would be cool. Aquaman rides up on a Dunkelostius instead. But the skull would make for, like, a really cool helmet. Like, the Damora don't need armor, necessarily, but they do make it because, you know, healing is energy intensive, costly. And they would have seen this armored fish and been like, that. And they probably would have modeled it after that, or, like, taken the remnants of a young Dunkelostius and turned it into, like, bone fish armor. Depends on how strong those plates are. Huh. Somebody made a little little rubber figure. Tee, it's so tiny. But yeah, that skull is just rad. This is probably one of my favorite creatures. Can you imagine if Havarti turned into that and wasn't a lumpfish at all? They just look like baby lumpfish. Should design some Dunkleosteus inspired armor for Conquest. I think Pepsi Man probably disappeared. Went to spread the joys of Pepsi to other streams. Alright. Let's sit back down again. There we go. See, I designed the Demora to be like a species that didn't need weapons and armor because they have their claws that they can transform. So that I didn't have to bring stuff to LARP.
Brandon Linares 08 is visiting the island.
Hi, I'm making species in... I don't know what JWE3 is. As VTubers. What you want to be in what color. Hello. Brandon. How you doing? Just coming in full caps, first thing. Nice to meet you. Jurassic World Evolution 3. I have no idea. Dunkleosteus? Is that an option? Because that's what we're looking at right now. Turquoise, teal-ish? Sure. Sounds good. This is what my character looks like. These colors. These colors are good. Brandon coming in like a wrecking ball. I won't sing, I promise. Actually, I sing all the time. Just badly. But welcome to the island, Brandon. Normally we do art here. Sometimes we do Vintage Story. We've been doing that a lot lately because I started playing it like 2 weeks ago and I got addicted to it. If you haven't seen Vintage Story, it's like advanced Minecraft. It was a Minecraft mod and then became its own game. Posture check! Posture check! Everybody on Shrimpline Spines. Give yourself a little wave back and forth. Like Sealy in the ocean currents. Make sure to stretch out those sides. People always neglect them. People are like, stretch, and then they only do the spine. You gotta unshrimp the spine and the sides. And get a wiggle. If you could see my arms, they would be waving up and out my head. Just, nah, like that gif of Kermit the Frog. The Necromancer is also redeemed a posture check. Unshrimp your spines more. Just all the unshrimpening. There you go. Great many shrimps. Oh, they're bouncing. Oh, the leg. Oh, goodness. And thank you for the hydrate. I'm going to take a sip of your Demonade. Can confirm, say, has a problem. Yep. Post a pic of the dunk in your server. That should go in either gaming chatter or art. In the arting thing. Ooh. Somebody drew some skulls. Very good. Very good. People doing some practice. I debate to leave you in the same water as Gura the Megalodon. Is this Gura? You put me in the same category as that one, huh? Hey, Fantasy's arrived. Hello, friend. How are you? Time zone approved. Greetings, Tug, to you. Hey, Conk, who would do better, Megalodon or the Dunkleosteus? Who would win? Or would they be about equal? I mean, Gura by nature is a much bigger VTuber than I am. Although, didn't they changed, didn't they? They didn't graduate, but they moved on to a new life. Fantasy's tickling Necromancer. Yeah, Saba, isn't it? I've only been a VTuber for about a year and a bit. Little over a year. So, December 2024? Or 2023, December. Where's in my server now? Oh, Conk, that bird picture is adorable and I love it. Where have you posted this? Ah, in the Gamer's Den. Very nice. And welcome to the server, by the way. And welcome to the islands. Probably the Meg is way bigger and such as to likely wreck the Dunkleosteus. Probably. But you never know. We need to find some experts. Let's create a new folder here. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do some design work. My brain is a little bit more operational than it was earlier. No, no, tickles, not nice, not like tickles. Necromancer, you're so sweet. I actually can. First of all, the mag is around 53 to 80 feet, while the Dunkel is around 13 to 30 feet. Doesn't necessarily mean that it would lose. It just has to be faster and take chunks out. Gotta do something to bother the island's police. Wouldn't that be perf? You'd have to take on Monsty. She's technically the moderator here. She will stab you, though. So let's try to figure something out here. How would they wear this? It's already looking weird. The horns might have to come out of the eye sockets.
I got my new dog tag. Just have to engrave it. Well, half trolls have tick hides? Oh, thick hides. The dunk was immediately killed. She'll be back when I make the dunk cave. I think fantasy means like military dog tag. I wonder if they might put feathers on it, like really big. A military pepperoni. Now, I'm a half troll. This military dog tag has name, phone number, date of birth, and blood type. My old one wasn't engraved good, so it had faded over the years. Tempted to get more, just to engrave them with the names of people in your new story. It sounds expensive. I have an image in my head, and I'm trying to get it out of my head. Doesn't help that I don't have a... €13 per tag. It just sounds like more stuff. Thanks for the hydrate conk and the concussion. trying something entirely new here. I don't know whether this is gonna work at all. I mean, of course, they would have to modify it a bit. What, did you say cheap stuff? No, I said it just sounds like more stuff. I mean, why would you need one for all the characters in your new story? It's just more stuff, right? Because a friend of mine said it could be cool props for when I publish it. He said it was so good it should be published, then publish it. Do military dogs tags make sense for the story? It's like I have a vision, but I can't seem to quite get it out yet. Mm-hmm. Don't you hate it when you just can't get it out? Nope. The main character is a Navy corporal named Max Alston. Okay. Well, if it makes sense.
It looks like their eyeball had armor on it too, which is kind of crazy. It's like that looks like it looks like it should be. Unless they just put that in there because they're like, this is where the eye goes. So what I'm thinking is like a little ear can come out here. This is sort of what I'm going for.
determined to make this work somehow. And I'll see myself to the gutter. what? I'm on the wrong layer. My desk is creaking. Squeak. Yep. I hate it when I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Well, it's conceptual, but rare. It's conceptual. But, like, that would be a pretty cool helmet. Imagine that going on the battlefield. I know his horns are in the wrong spot, but yeah. The horns on this character would just go right through the eye sockets. Which is less intimidating to get rid of the eyes. Because they're the part that make the Dunkelostia so awesome. All of it's pretty awesome. And then they would probably paint, you know, Demora designs all over it. I just need to get fit enough to fight, you know? And figure out a weapon. I'm not gonna have my claws again this year because it's just... Well... I would have to figure out the logistics of how to equip them and unequip them and not hurt my hands when fighting. Like, you know, bending my fingers backwards by accident. I have to be able to hide them in my giant ass sleeves, which I still need to figure out the design. Wow, we didn't play Vintage Story today, guys. It's shocking. The music helps to set
a focus vibe. I know I just like... You got a Derek Shock emote. Oh, I apparently got accepted to the Moko Maid group. So I'm now part of the Moko Maid team. I gotta look into putting some of their branding on, I guess. I'm sorry I listened to the same song on repeat. I need to come up with an actual good playlist. We got to start working on your energy level now, I guess. I don't want to be super energetic. Like, chill streams are really important to me because it... it helps me stay relaxed, and with an anxiety disorder, like, if I have to provide the same kind of energy that Moko Maid would have to do every day... I was barely audible? Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. Audio leveling is difficult when I can't hear what's happening. I would like to have better music. There's a lot that I want to have on this stream. You know, I think a stream pet would be cute, but it's not really necessary. I would like Havarti to work consistently. I would like more redeems. There's a lot that I want to do. Ah! Havarti, work, or no more smokes. No more smokes. No more smokes. No smorking. Which is actually a sign that existed at one point on English.com. It said no smorking. Hi, Nat. Thank you for the hydrate. How are you today? It's been a quiet session today. But apparently we had somebody turn me into a Dunkleosteus. Here we go, the Dunkleosteus from Brandon. Let's create new from clipboard. Thank you for the Dunkleosteus, Brandon. Other than lumpfish, this is probably my next favorite fish. I wonder what it tastes like. I would eat a Dunkleosteus. It's if it tasted good. Most meat tastes good, but, like, if it tastes like cod, absolutely not, because cod is fucking gross. I hate it. But if it tastes like tuna or like butterfish or like chicken, maybe it tastes more like chicken. I do want to know what a Dunkleosteus tastes like now. I want to know what dinosaurs taste like. Can we, instead of growing dinosaurs and like making them real again, can we just make dinosaur meat? Can we just grow dinosaur meat in a lab? The only fish I'll eat is salmon. I'll do bluefin sashimi, but that's it. I much prefer, I like trout. I'm a trout person. I used to like tilapia, but then I lost my taste for it. Never found it again. Salmon is too strong. Like, I like it in small amounts, but I do like trout.
I have discovered. We've been getting trout at Costco because salmon is too expensive. And the other white fishes are just like, yeah. I do like fish and chips, but I think it's more that I like the deep fried fish better than things. The dunk. Yes, thank you for the Dunkleosteus. The Dunkelus. My character is called Nameless, Brandon, so, Dunkelus. It's like Nicholas or something. We did make the mammoth come back and made it into a meatball. I don't think we made the mammoth come back. That would have been bigger news that I would have heard about. But, like, relatively modern humans existed when the last mammoths died. They were, like, on this island in northern Siberia, and some guy killed the last ones. Yeah, Brandon, this avatar is the character that I play at Conquest of Mythidia in Germany. I went to Conquest, and I had this character, and I was like, well, this character was designed to be a little bit like me so that I could play it in person. And so I decided to use it as my VTuber, because I have this problem with playing a character that doesn't quite look like me. A lot of my other characters are ones that I feel like I could never do justice to in real life. And thus, having an avatar of that character as me is just like, I don't know, it feels kind of like a lying. This one is still very much not like me at the same time, but, like, it was designed so that I could play it. Although, my hair isn't this color anymore. My hair is, my hair since turned gray. Meatball mammoth created from cultivated meat firm. Yeah, but they didn't make it a whole new mammoth. They didn't, like, grow an actual mammoth. Mammoth meatball has been created by a cultivated meat company resurrecting the flesh of long extinct animals. I would eat this. Mammoth meatball was produced by Vow, an Australian company, which is taking a different approach to cultured meat. There are scores of companies working on replacements for conventional meat, such as chicken, pork, and beef. But Vow is aiming to mix and match cells from unconventional species to create new kinds of meat. Ooh. This is a kind of company that I can get behind. And we believe the best way to do that is to invent meat. We look for cells that are easy to grow, really tasty, nutritious, and mix and match those cells to really create a really tasty meat. Can you imagine a meat that never existed before? The problem is you have to have the ratio of fat to protein. Like, I know I've been carnivore for a while, very loosely, but we're trying to push for more keto, so my brother stopped buying, like, root vegetables and stuff. Like, we were still eating some root vegetables. And, we've pushed away from that. He stopped making the chickpea salad, and he's just making it with, like, tomatoes now. So it's basically tomato, onion, and cucumber salad, but it's so good still. I don't know how he makes that thing, but apparently it was, like, based on the chickpea salad by Plant Slant on YouTube. Who is Dylan Hollis's brother, the gay guy who does, like, retro recipes, and he's like, eggy! But Plant Slant is a vegan channel, a vegan vegetarian channel. Neff is boop my snoop. It is the boop snoop, like the doop snoop. Fire! But it is the snoop that gets booped. The boop snoop. Yeah, Dylan Hollis is pretty great. Yeah, his brother is the Plant Slant. Do you like the Dunkelus? The Dark Bones, Dunkelosteus. This is Dunkelus, so it's me as a Dunkelosteus. Made by Brandon, kindly. Guargura ate me immediately. Guys, I was eaten out by Guargara. Yeah, her new name is like Sakana Saba or something. Scald your milk? You're useless. I think he meant scald your milk. That one time he tried to pronounce German words. God, that was hilarious. I just about died. Necromancer wants his milk scolded. But we made a basis for Dunkleosteus armor. I think they would sun bleach the hell out of the bones, too. Which is why I chose white. Lard is my plop nemesis! Lard is so good, though. Don't use vegetable oil. It's meant for lubricating heavy machinery. We are not heavy machinery. We eat real things. Lard is made from beef tallow. You should be eating that. Apparently there's like one place, there's like a restaurant in the US that uses lard to fry their french fries, and I like desperately want to try it. I know that like RFK idiot is like, oh, we should eat lard more, and yes, I agree with him. It's one of the few things I agree with him on. It's probably the only thing I agree with him on, and that America is vastly unhealthy. But being a Canadian, we don't have that chain here. Somebody want to, like, get me some fries and, like, overnight FedEx ship them to me. Delivery across the Canadian border. We've been using Wagyu beef tallow. Christ, Necromancer. Fancy ass man. French fries made in duck fat is undeniably the best fries ever. Where can I try the sniff? We get it here, Rich. Yeah, really. The man wants to buy an H.R. Geiger original. Look, he keeps the channel going. I am fine with this. There have to be rich people and poor people in the world, but it would be better if the poor people could still, like, actually live. It's not that expensive. It's expensive when you can't even afford cat litter, Necromancer. I see a 6-hour stream today. I'm supposed to go driving today, but I'm really tired because I went to sleep at like 4:50 in the morning. The shirt that I took apart to make into a pattern, I went to put it back together, and even though I followed the exact seams that were there, even though I followed the exact same seams that were already there, the shirt doesn't go back together, and I'm very confused by this. It's not real Wagyu. Oh, okay. It says pure Wagyu beef tallow. Ah! Ingredients: rendered Wagyu beef fat. So it is real Wagyu. I gotta send this to Cheese. He would probably want this. Tallow french fries put all other fries to shame. Yep. Once you fry a Wagyu, you won't go back. Oh no. It does say Wagyu beef is the only ingredient. Oh, American Wagyu.
Okay, so it's Wagyu is very much Japanese. So it's kind of like champagne. You can't call anything that's not from the Champagne region of France champagne. You have to call it like sparkling wine or something. Yeah, it's from Wagyu cattle, but they're grown there. Yeah, that's it's like champagne. Only the people who made it in that area can call it that thing. Otherwise, they have to call it something else. And so they specify American Wagyu as opposed to Wagyu. I would like to have a Wagyu steak one day. I've had Wagyu burger, but like the Works has Wagyu burgers. The problem is, as soon as they cook the burger, all of the fat cooks out of it, and then you're just left with a dry meat, and it's not good. Which is why I'd like to try an actual Wagyu steak one day. You've had it a few times, you don't actually like it? Well, you see, that's why I want to try it. I want to try it at least once. I've had Wagyu burger, didn't really like it, but again, all the fat was cooked out of it, so it just came to me dry, even though I was like, oh, I would like it, medium rare. Because you can ask for that with burgers. But they cooked the oblivion out of it anyways. So it wasn't worth it. I'm one of those people who much prefers chicken burgers anyways. But I like chicken. Chicken's delicious. But one day I would like to try like a proper medium rare Wagyu steak. What you're really looking for is Kobe, like Champagne or Parmesan Reggiano. It comes from a specific region, and anything using those based on the label without being from that region is technically illegal. Yes, it is. So yeah, it's worth a try once, and at $50 an ounce, 3-ounce minimum, once is enough. Yeah. It's one of those things I would like to try once. I probably won't like it. I honestly would just prefer regular steak. I do like a good steak every once in a while. I don't think we've barbecued in this house in like 30 years. I need to dig out the barbecue and see if it still functions. It's just this tiny little thing, because we used to have like the big one that you keep in the backyard. And it always rusted out, so we just stopped getting one of those, and we got a little one that we put on the old wheelie cart of the big one, and we just screwed a plywood board in there, stuck the little tiny one on top, and that's our barbecue. And we keep it in the garage, because it doesn't take up as much room. The best way to try Wagyu is a Korean hot pot, because then it doesn't feel as expensive, you still get just enough to try. Fair enough. There were some steaks on the barbie. Steaks on the barbie. Bring that barbie out into my dick. Professional grill barbie. I'm terrible at accents, I'm sorry. Anything to do with voice, I'm just awful with it. Yeah, you never brought your Barbie out into the dick? Necromancer, have you not seen the New Zealand deck sealant commercial? If you haven't, you need to look it up and watch it, because it's fucking hilarious. I imagine is a Barbie with a kiss of chef apron and grilling utensils. Hell yeah. I would have loved that as a kid. Grill Barbie. But no, that would be a Ken thing, because barbecuing is the man thing. I've only barbecued like once or twice in my life. The first time I barbecued steaks, I made them perfectly.
perfect steaks. It was my first time ever barbecuing a steak, and I made perfect medium rare steaks. It sounds familiar, I can't say for sure, let me find it. Oh yeah, cooking is the woman's job, but if it's barbecuing, it's the man's job. Cooking is a woman's job. You know, grill stuff that is considered cooking, right? Right? Yeah, exactly. It's just like there are more male cooks and chefs than there are female cooks and chefs, which is kind of weird because, like, men are like, cooking is for women. At least the toxic men. They're like, cooking is for women. And then they're like, oh, a woman can't be a chef? That's a man's job. It's like, I don't understand your hypocrisy and your stupidity, my sir. Oh yeah, 'cause you're in the kitchen at home. I know more men who like to cook than women. It was very much a thing of, like, women belong in the home and doing the home things, and therefore the man goes out and wins the bread, and the woman has to be at home and look perfect for the man when he comes home, because that's desirable. And it's like, can you imagine doing all of your house chores and everything in fucking high heels? That's what they used to do in the 1950s. It's like women were meant to be perfect all the time and do all of the heavy lifting in the house. Because the man was the breadwinner. And it's like, well, women would be breadwinners too if we were allowed to be. Like, God. If I could actually get a job, I would probably be wonderfully independent right now. I would have probably the worst diet ever because I don't really enjoy cooking. I like baking, but I don't like cooking. Alpha Bro's like, Andrew Taint, cooking is a woman's job. We get it, you're too dumb to boil water. All that garbage will die off someday. Yeah, because no women want to marry them. Only the dumb women marry them, and then their children become dumb, and those children never end up breeding either, hopefully. And like all the MAGA bros are like, why don't any of the girls want to date us? And I'm like, because you're gross. That's why. You're nasty. We don't want that. Idiocracy wasn't supposed to be a documentary. No, it wasn't supposed to be a documentary or a prophecy, but it was. I've never seen Idiocracy, but I know it so well because when it first came out and I was told about it, I was just like, I don't want to ever see that because it's too real, and that was back when it was new. Now it's just, like, I won't ever watch Idiocracy because it's too painful. Because, like, it was a warning against what would happen, and it happened anyways. Like, we all knew. We all saw it coming. And it still happened. It's like, we could have prevented all of this. But no. Corporate interest. Money. That's why I hate money. This is why I don't necessarily want to be famous. The only reason I want a bigger audience is so that, you know, I can afford to live. Maybe meet someone and have kids, even though I really don't want to give birth. But, like, at the same time, I would like to reproduce, you know? I have that biological urge, but it's just in the wrong gender. Fuck. But it's like, I can't get a job anywhere. So I can't afford to live. And if I can't afford to live, I'm certainly not going to bring a kid into that. That would be irresponsible. Vastly irresponsible. I love comparing real life to it. I realized that we almost basically hit the presidential show with the UFC fight, just the fighters instead of dildo monster trucks. Hey, they had motocross. We hit it a long time ago when they voted a reality TV character over someone who actually knows what the job entails. Hey, look, look, look. That is not a qualifier for a bad president, because look at Ukraine. The man was a comedian who played the president in a film. And then he became the president. And he has done the most fucking fantastic job ever. Like, Zelensky is a badass. So, just because you're a reality TV star or a TV star of any quality doesn't mean you'll do a bad job. The problem was that they elected a malignant narcissist born on second base with a silver spoon in his mouth, like the whole fucking cutlery drawer. And he's a fucking idiot and a loser. A TV star, a TV character, like a clown. I mean, that he's not even a character. He's just himself. That's just who Donald Trump is. He wasn't even a character. Gordon Ramsay in, like, Hell's Kitchen, that was a character, because the real Gordon Ramsay, he's actually, like, a really nice dude. Hell's Kitchen Gordon Ramsay, as I understand it, he didn't like filming that show because he doesn't actually like yelling at people. He prefers to encourage people. But American television is like, you have to have conflict and hatred and evil. I don't like that either. I would much prefer to see a version of Hell's Kitchen where he's not screaming at people. The drama! Yeah. You have to have conflict. And, I don't like that. I think this is why I much prefer, like, European television, is because there's a lot less of the fighting and drama and, like, screaming at people. This is why I like Great British Bake Off and, what's it, their pottery show. The pottery one is really cool, because you get to see all sorts of cool techniques and learn new things and stuff. I like As Abroad show and Kitchen Nightmares, where he helps him fix a restaurant. Yeah, Kitchen Nightmares is a good one, but I think they still had him, like, ham up the fighting a little bit. Especially episodes where it's like, there's nothing I can fix here, it's just bad luck you have no customers. Heaven's Kitchen? I would love Heaven's Kitchen. I think that'd be great. Where he still helps people. Or, like, he encourages them, and, you know, they come out better in the end. And the ones that don't, like, that's their problem. You know, if he gives you all the advice and you just don't fucking listen to him, that's your own goddamn problem. I like seeing idiots also fail. But I like seeing people struggle to become better and actually make it. Even if it's just a little bit of an improvement. Like, if you're terrible at something, like, I would be terrible at any kind of music, no matter how much I practice. I know that that's a limitation of mine. And so I don't bother with it. But art, I have shown significant improvement over the last year. What are you? An idiot sandwich. Exactly. Back, still kind of depressed, to be honest, but trying to keep functioning. This is only try. What is with this last week? Like, it's me, Ross, Zio, Neff, all a little bit depressed this week. That's really weird. It's like everybody's depressed this week. We know some relatively popular food YouTubers are visiting restaurants with 0 customers to find out why, and when the food is phenomenal, they call their community to bring them business, or in some cases come back 20 minutes later with a bus of like 100 people. Oh, that's so sweet! I love those people! My cousin, my wife, my friend Shaw, we're all having bad days this week. Oh my god. What is it? What is with this week? Doodle was having a bad week too, I think. It was so weird. Rain? Maybe. I mean, it was sunny most of this week. I usually get excited by rain. Rain doesn't make me miserable. I listen to rain sounds like 24 hours a day. I have a speaker, I have a wireless Bluetooth speaker, and I play rain sounds all night when I sleep. It helps me sleep better, but like this week I couldn't sleep. And then yesterday afternoon, I just slept the entire afternoon and evening, and I woke up at 9 p.m. That's probably why I didn't get to sleep till 4 in the morning. Well, I've been informed of no shortage of horrible things. There's also a bunch of things I've had to do that I didn't want to, and my attempt to sidestep one task. Only thing that was much worse. You're not having a bad week? That's good. Fantasy's having a good week. Everybody cheer for her. Woohoo! Also, it was Nachos' birthday yesterday, and tomorrow is Arias' birthday. And then Aki's is next week, so... Ross has had his snoop booped. Tom had to take fuckface to work assistance program. My goal that day was not to get any traffic violation, but between how the car was doing that day, so jerk around causing the firing order engine was also to sink. Better one of us than none of us, exactly. Hi, Dad. Thank you for the hydrate. I just ran out of tea, but I'll take a sip of this soda instead. Anyways, I think Fassi wrote 180 pages. That's pretty good. That's a lot. That's a lot of pages. I think Dunkleosteus armor in the future is possibly a future for Nameless. I'll have to see about making a pattern. I don't know what to make it out of, because, like, people wear real armor to Conquest. But they would have made this armor out of the bones of this fish. So how do I make bone armor that qualifies as real armor? I'll have to talk to the Conquest guys and be like, hey, is this a viable thing that I can do? Ross, I want to build a full garage adjacent to LARP Town. I'm importing you as an apprentice. Forgot to put a quarter for the parking meter. The second I found this out, I tried to go to the police station that issued this to pay the fine. Also being a fine, considered my nerves were shot, so I decided to go to oh, no. No! Oh, Ross, I'm sorry. No, it's really not the worst mistake. It's just... everything in your life is building up, and I understand that it sucks and it's hard. And sometimes you just... the small things... it's the smallest thing, forgetting to put a quarter in the meter, is the thing that breaks you, right? Yep. Exactly what Neff said. I'm not very concise. I'm a terrible rhetorician. Can't believe I have a degree in that shit. So, you know what? It's okay. It's already in the past. You just gotta remember that it's already past. That's the way I get through my day, is stuff that's already happened has already happened, and there's nothing I can do to change it. I just have to move forward. Just going off based off the experiences I've had, yeah. I know what that's like. That's, it's a mood. I think it's done because I found myself in a situation and made an effort to avoid. Yep. It's in the past, it's happened, and I have to move forward. Exactly. That's what I keep telling my mom when she's frustrated with, you know, the conditions left over from her stroke. I'm like, It's already in the past. We can't change what happened. We just have to move forward. As long as you're still here, there's always an opportunity for things to get better and improve. Sure, sometimes it can feel like things are worse. But you know what? There's always ups, there's always downs. It's just how life is. The best way to handle it is just one step at a time. Still things, I think part of how I'm still dealing with fuckface, but I'm trying to move on from it. Yeah, it would be good to get away from fuckface, to be honest. He's not good for your mental or emotional health. I understand, like, wanting to take care of your parents in their old age because they raised you and stuff, but at the same time, they're relying on you a little bit too much in some cases. I don't know the full situation, so I can't really give advice on that, but it sounds like you might need to forge out on your own if you can, or with friends. Friends is the best way. He's no good for any of us in the household. There's a reason why it's up to me to keep things in my room. Yeah. And put a lock on your door. A good lock. What's that old saying? Those who try to avoid destiny end up running towards it. Yeah, but at the same time, I don't believe destiny is a thing. Moderation is no option. Yeah, what needs to happen is your parents need to kick him out. He needs to go out on his own and become an adult. And, like, I know coming from me, who lives at home with my parents, who can't seem to get anywhere, but, like, I can get through life without committing major crimes, or even minor crimes, or any crime at all. It's the person who breaks a door to get in where he wants to. Get a better door. And if he ever steals your shit again, call the cops. I don't give a shit what your mom says. If he steals your things again, if he steals anything again, turn him in. Have him charged. Send him to jail. As many times as it takes. Sharpens the knife. Some good deeds only the devil can commit. Yeah. And you also have to consider, like, your other brother's got a little one, right? Think of the bad example fuckface is for that child, and point that out to your mom and be like, you want that guy around the small kid? Like, he needs to go. I'm not generally advocating for, like, throwing people out on the street when they can't take care of themselves, but it would seem that that particular sibling of yours has definitely used up his goodwill. Like, he doesn't seem to do any chores. He constantly gets in trouble. He steals things. And he's just generally a menace to everybody around him. What good does he provide to the household? None? Then he shouldn't be there. I at least, you know, clean things sometimes. I do the dishes every night. You know, I'm planting the garden and growing food for the family. I hope it actually grows. We had hail the other day. I haven't checked on my tomatoes. They might have died. They might have been pummeled into oblivion. Because we had chickpea-sized hail the other day. Some people need life to kick them in the teeth before they'll learn the value of having them. Shame they had to lose a few to learn the value of the rest. Yes, exactly, Necromancer. And this happened to a friend of mine in high school. He got kicked out of his house, and he spent some time couch surfing, and he even got arrested while trying to break back into the house. And eventually he learned
how to be an adult, and now he has his own business, and he has a wife and a kid, and he's doing really well for himself. Meanwhile, his brother, who was always the responsible one, never went anywhere in life. And he has kids, and his wife was cheated on him, and they got divorced, and I don't know what's happening since, and even since I moved home, like, I've tried to contact him, but he's never said anything to me, so... Is he really a friend still? I don't know. I haven't talked to him in like 10 years, and just won't say anything to me in response. Same with my older brother, he was physically thrown out and slept in his car for 2 years, but then he got his shit together and is doing fine now. Yeah. Like, my brother and I may not be, like, the most stable adults, but we're responsible. We follow the laws. We help out around the house. We do everything we can. We do our best. Okay, so we are way over time. Let's find someone to raid. We got so many people online. My friend Edward is doing D&D, I think. There's Moko Main. There's a lot of people I'm following, and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm following these people. I don't know them. I can't... There's a lot of people on, but I don't know half of them. They're people that are too big to raid. You know, let's raid Moko Main. We haven't raided them in a little while. I was hoping that Zio would be on, but I guess not. But that's it, my friends. We're off sailing to other waters. May you wash ashore on distant lands and find new adventure. Thank you for cheering me up and putting up with my weird Dunkleosteus armor needs. I hope everybody who's feeling miserable this week has a better day. Remember, things can always look up. You just need to find the little bit of light and claw at it till the darkness is gone. Kick at the darkness till it bleeds light, as they say. Alright? So remember, I love you. Bye-bye.